The Philippine Central Bank says it has room to ease monetary policy further after inflation in 2024 stayed within its target of 2% to 4% for the first time since 2021. The governor, Eli Ramalona, highlighted the possibility of gradual rate cuts, but noted rising global uncertainties, including trade policies proposed by US President-elect Donald Trump. Inflation rose to 2.9% in December, slightly above expectations, yet the central bank reduced its key interest rate to 5.75% last month. Ramalona emphasized the central bank's focus on domestic stability, stating that its decisions are independent of moves made by the US Federal Reserve. Government data has revealed that Japan's inflation-adjusted real wages fell for the fourth consecutive month in November, declining 0.3% year-on-year due to rising inflation. This drop comes despite base pay growing at its fastest rate since 1992, up 2.7%, following spring wage negotiations. Overtime pay, an indicator of business strength, increased by 1.6% in November, while special payments, including bonuses, surged 7.9%. Top nominal cash earnings rose 3%, averaging 305,832 yen for the month. Consumer inflation, used to calculate real wages, climbed 3.4% in November, reflecting heightened inflationary pressures. A government survey has revealed that Japan's consumer sentiment declined in December, raising concerns about the Bank of Japan's outlook for household spending and the potential for an interest rate increase. The Consumer Sentiment Index fell to 36.2 in December, a minus 0.2 point drop from the previous month. The results come ahead of the Bank of Japan's policy meeting on January 23rd to 24th. Where some analysts anticipate a potential interest rate hike from the current 0.25%. The Bond Market Association has forecast that Thailand's central bank will cut interest rates by a total of 50 basis points this year, beginning in the second quarter. This move aims to support economic growth amid global uncertainty. The association also reported that Thai corporate bond issuance for 2025 is projected between 850 billion and 900 billion baht. That's $24.5 billion, marking a 10% decline from 2024 levels. In its decision, the central bank held the key interest rate steady at 2.25% in December, following an unexpected rate cut in October. Sri Lanka's economy has grown by 5% in 2024, the highest in 7 years, marking a sharp recovery from its 2022 financial crisis. The central bank's governor emphasized that the country must accelerate its growth trajectory to boost debt-carrying capacity. This positive growth follows Sri Lanka securing a $2.9 billion IMF program in 2023 and completing a $25 billion debt restructuring. With inflation hitting negative 1.7% in December, the central bank has reduced its policy rate to 8%, laying the foundation for stronger credit growth. In Oceania, the Reserve Bank of Australia has reported that the country's consumer price index rose 2.3% annually in November, up from 2.1% in October, driven mainly by a 22% jump in electricity costs. Core inflation, however, fell to 3.2% from 3.5%, approaching the Reserve Bank of Australia's target range of 2 to 3%. This decline in core inflation strengthens the case for an interest rate cut as early as February. Despite maintaining rates at 4.35% for over a year, expectations are growing for an easing cycle due to easing inflation and a resilient labour market. The government is optimistic about inflation progress as it prepares a pre-election budget for March.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2,500.